Hello students, welcome to today's lesson on the process of photosynthesis. Let us explore how plants prepare their own food. In this lesson, we will learn about what photosynthesis is, the site of photosynthesis and the process of photosynthesis in detail. So, what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is a chemical process by which plants use sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to create their own food for energy and release oxygen as a byproduct. So, photosynthesis is generally a process by which green plants prepare their own food using sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water to create energy and release oxygen as a byproduct. Plants get essential nutrients from air, water, and soil using photosynthesis. It is one of the most important biological process because it provides food and oxygen for living organisms. Now, what are the components required for photosynthesis? To carry out photosynthesis, sunlight, water, chlorophyll, and carbon dioxide are required. Then, the site of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis mainly takes place in the leaves of plants, and within that leaves there are specialized cell structures called chloroplast. These chloroplasts contain chlorophyll, the green pigment that captures light energy from the sun. And these chloroplasts are most abundant in the mesophyll cells of the leaves, where they are well positioned to receive light. So, photosynthesis takes place primarily in the leaves of plants within chloroplast. And these chloroplasts contain chlorophyll, which captures light energy from sun. And these chloroplasts are mostly seen in mesophyll cells of the leaves. Okay, and they are well positioned to receive light. Then, the structure of chloroplast. Chloroplasts contain an outer membrane and an inner membrane. And between these two membranes, there is an intermembrane space. Okay, the outer membrane and the inner membrane. And these two are separated by an intermembrane space. Then there is a fluid portion called stroma in the inner membrane. Okay, there is a portion called stroma. Then there is a portion called thylakoid. You can see here a coin shaped structure or flattened disc shaped structures. These are thylakoids. And the stacks of thylakoids are together called grana. Okay, the thylakoids are placed one by one like a stack, and this stack of thylakoid is called grana. Then there is a portion called stroma lamella. You can see here stroma lamella, and these stroma lamella are interconnected networks between grana. Okay, these are generally membranous connections between different grana. You can see stroma lamella here. Then, the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a two-stage process and it has both light dependent and light independent reaction. The light phase or light dependent reaction takes place in grana, and the dark phase or light independent reaction takes place in stroma. Okay. Here you can see the picture of light dependent reactions and light independent reactions. In light dependent reactions, light energy is trapped in the thylakoid because thylakoid has the pigment called chlorophyll. So chlorophyll captures the light energy and the light energy is used to split the water into oxygen and hydrogen. Oxygen is expelled and hydrogen is given to the stroma to carry out dark reaction. And finally, glucose is produced. Okay. How glucose is produced? Glucose is produced by combining the hydrogen and carbon dioxide. Light phase. The light phase takes place in grana and it takes place in the presence of light. Here, the water splits into hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen reaches the stroma and oxygen is expelled. Then, here the ATP. What is ATP? ATP is the energy molecule. ATP, the energy molecule, is formed. Dark phase. Dark phase takes place in stroma. Here light is not used and the hydrogen and energy required for this phase is obtained from light phase. Okay. Hydrogen and the energy required for dark phase is obtained from the light phase. We told it earlier. And then the glucose is formed by combining hydrogen and carbon dioxide. Here you can see the picture. In light dependent reaction, oxygen is expelled. In light independent reactions, glucose is formed by combining the hydrogen and carbon dioxide. Then you can see the picture of a scientist called Melvin Calvin. Melvin Calvin was awarded Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1961 for explaining the reactions in the dark phase. Now we can see a video about photosynthesis. Chlorophyll captures sunlight energy and this energy splits water molecules and release oxygen into air as byproduct. Then carbon dioxide is taken into leaves. Then carbon dioxide and the energy combines to form glucose. Okay. Now, you can see the equation of photosynthesis, how it is carried out. In the process of photosynthesis, the absorbed light energy converts carbon dioxide and water into glucose with oxygen released as a byproduct. Here we can see 6 molecules of carbon dioxide combines with 6 molecules of H2O in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll and gives glucose and oxygen as byproduct. Okay. The reactants are carbon dioxide and water. In presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, the products formed are oxygen and glucose. Then, there are two questions for you. What is the main pigment that captures sunlight energy? And can you write the equation for photosynthesis? Think and answer the question. Thank